something different than what you've done. And that's the music that we listen to, and that's the direction that we go. We have this, we want to, we just want it to be intense.
It's ever-evolving situation.
Literally.
And the world is making us evolve too, right? So that probably enhances that aspect, right?
Pete just make him in really hot or really cold just to keep him really angry. And
yeah. You gotta be like fired up, right? Because like sometimes we get kind of like, oh, I need a break or whatever, writing or whatever.
Sure.
So then you finally get that fire. You're like, you want to explode, right? Like I'm sure it's probably helps having family being together on this journey. Does that help, you think?
I mean, it's great having a partner. I think you can find your partners in a lot of different places. Sometimes you find it in your family, but to be fair, that is not necessarily common, right?
Yeah, it's like we're a team, her and I.
I know.
And we try to get other people to join it, and it's kind of like, dude, we're crazy.
We try not to drive each other crazy.
It's a little like that, and that's actually been really great about having Kemble with us as playing bass right now too, because it's hard to insert anybody into that. And he's just such a positive light, and it's so encouraging, and so much knowledge from all the bands he's been with, and all the projects that he's done throughout his life. And we both agree that They Refuse, The Shape of Things to Come is probably the top 3 records of all time.
Wow.
So if we can all agree on that, then we have a world order.
I feel the intensity. Like I have a good feeling about this situation.
I still introduce people to that album, even today. I remember my nephew taking him to a Bring Me the Horizon show.
Oh my god!
And I was like, hey, let me play something for you, and I put that on. He was like, this is awesome. I was like, I know, and this is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Really? Like, yeah, these guys are old. I mean, I got them old, So to him, to a 17-year-old, it's definitely
right. So do you guys write together, or do you everything is written together pretty much? Like
not everything.
Yeah.
Pete is our writer. He writes everything, but he'll either bring something to me and then we'll work on it together, or we'll sit down with nothing. Let's see if something happens. And 9 times out of 10, nothing does happen. And then that 10th time, sometimes it's something, and even that's not anything,
Yeah.
So you have to write a lot of music, and there's not finished songs, right? So you're writing, and then you realize it's going in the wrong direction, so you change it.
Right.
So you're not finishing songs that you're not happy with. But I mean, he's got 500 parts of songs, 500 ideas on his phone that we access, we reference, whatever. And then sometimes you just want to start from scratch, and just sit down and try and come up with something. Anything can be an inspiration, right? Whether it's a beat, a chord progression, a sound. I remember years ago we were watching, it was like the second Crocodile Dundee movie, and it was just a note that we heard, and we wrote a song from it. I don't even remember which song it was. I don't, but
That's good. That was a good movie.
yeah,
Those were good movies.
They're great. Yeah, that guy's a national hero, a national treasure.
He was so cool. I love watching him. I was like, he's like a good-looking older dude. That's what I was thinking every time.
And
I
he was only
watched
like 28 when he did those movies.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm kidding. A lot of time in the
very
sun.
leathery.
Yeah, a lot of time in the bush.
So like when you guys, all the years you've been doing this for over 20 years, right? All the sacrifices.
Point Number 1 came out in '99, so it's 24 years
24.
Of releasing records.
So sacrifice. All of you guys sacrifice a lot, right? Like relationships, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, not as much as we'd like to sometimes.
Right.
Literal sacrifice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do. You definitely sacrifice some things, and the thing is, people make these sacrifices for their passion, and it doesn't always pay off. In fact, most of the time, of course, it doesn't, right?
Right.
And you feel for those people, but in our case, it has really paid off because we've had an amazing career, and we're still able to do the thing that we want and love to do. And it's funny because You remember that movie, Get Him to the Greek?
I think so.
Yes, Russell.
Yeah.
What's his name? Russell
Crowe?
No.
Russell Crowe.
Russell.
Brand? No. Russell.
Oh, the British dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? You know it. She's quickly Googling. Anyway.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, Russell Brand, right?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at the end of that movie, he gets up on stage because the whole movie is about trying to get him to do this show Anyway, he gets up on stage and he goes, I don't know why I was giving you such a hard time. I love doing this. And that's kind of what it feels like, that you go through a bunch of the things that are really difficult to get to that thing that you really love. And it turns out you actually love every part of it. It's just some parts are harder than others.
The journey, right?
Yeah, it is. And I don't know who said it, but have you ever heard the thing, writers love having written? So, and it's true, because it's so difficult to write, to do those things, that what you love, what comes out of it, but it's so hard to make you do it, right? Ridiculous. I know, it's tons of work.
I mean, you get it done, you're like,
how can I ever do that again?
over you, right?
Pete says that every record. He goes, I don't know that I ever could write another record. I don't have anything else in me.
Yeah, and it just keeps coming, right?
I mean, you do. You just one day just walks down into the studio and picks up a guitar, and I mean, it starts to write again. But the truth is, he's never not writing, and he plays every single day.
It's like
365 days a year. He goes on vacation, he takes the guitar with him. So, but that's what it takes to be able to get that out of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Should be one with it, like 24/7. Eat, breathe, shit, fuck it, 24/7. That is it. Music for life. I tattooed it on me for a reason.
Yeah.
So if I ever quit it, I'd be like, I suck. And I did quit, and then I came back, and anyways. But enough about me. Sorry. Music life, very difficult. We already talked about that. So what do you guys do on your downtime?
What do we do in our downtime? Pete doesn't really have any downtime, but we have families, we have little kids. Obviously that takes, you want to spend time with the children and all that stuff, so we do a lot of that. As hobbies, we both work out, spend a lot of time doing that. Not a lot of time, but every day.
Yeah.
It's positive, and it resets your mind, puts it in a good place. I bicycle and ride motorcycles, and I have a pretty big social group, whether it's my gym or my motorcycle buddies or my car buddies or music people or whatever. So that's a big one. Pete too, like social stuff is important. It's important for the rest of your life. And like I said, he works out. Pete likes to travel. He likes to do vacations with his family, so that's important to him. But
try to live your best life.
I mean we're busy a lot, so that part of it's good. I mean, working is fun.
Right. It's almost like it's not a job to you. It's like
We also manage our own band now.
Nice.
Yeah, which we didn't do for a long time.
That's amazing.
I mean, I don't know if it's amazing. I say we manage our own band, but we have 2 agents, a business manager, full-time web people. We own our own merch store, and we also have a full-time attorney. I mean, so there's a lot of people that work with us. But
the team.
It's a full team. Yes. Publicist, Amy. Like everybody's full-time for us. So technically we manage ourselves, but it's with the team.
That's amazing that you can have more control over what you want to do and what you don't.
Yeah, the control is definitely there. I don't think we were ever without control, but the thing that's really nice is that you don't have to say no to anyone. You just, because it's already, you're already doing the things you want to do.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because a lot of times management they'll have a path for you that's not necessarily your path, and that's hard saying no a lot. Actually, my manager told me that. Our former manager said that it's hard hearing no a lot.
Yes, I hate that word.
Yeah.
I just like yes so much better.
Yes is better. Agreed.
Yeah. like my thing. So, who's your favorite bands that are playing right now?
I don't know who's playing today. I didn't even look at that, but I do know that. What's that?
I didn't either. I was like, Chevelle's playing. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I didn't look at. I meant to check when I got here.
Yeah.
Because I also don't. I stopped looking at the lineups because I know that I'm gonna miss it. So I'm like, all right, don't look at it. Show up. Well, yeah, because I know if I'm here on site, I know if I can make it or if I can't make it to see a show. So, but when we were at Sick New World, that was kind of the thing where I was like, I had so many bands I wanted to see, and I really couldn't see any of them because I was too busy. But what was really great was the artist lounge had the show on the TV, so we ended up sitting in the artist lounge and just watching from there, and it was actually really great because you can hear it coming from far away because the artist lounge is like a half a mile away from the actual stage.
You're like, at least we can watch it.
It was great. It was great. We got to see Korn and Deftones and Ministry and KMFDM, Skinny Puppy, and all these other things.
Skinny Puppy.
I know.
We grew up on that. We had our grandma.
Is there a band that you... Grandma.
Grandma was listening to Skinny Puppy. She's like, oh, that's interesting.
Is there a band you'd like to tour with?
Today, like, I mean, we pretty much, it's hard at our level because most of it should be headlining, and except for the festival. So we really do get to play with our peers and a lot of bands that we like. It happens quite a bit, and if it doesn't happen this year, it usually happens next year.
Right.
So, but today, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because just because you love that band doesn't mean your bands would work very well together too.
Right.
So, you know, I may not want the thing that I want. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
The age-old thing of bands that would go out with like Pantera and the crowd would just eat them alive. I mean, years ago, I remember going out with Anthrax, right? We opened for Anthrax and their crowd just hated us.
Get out of here.
Hated
my
us.
God.
They were so angry. Yeah, they would. Well, there was this band that would go on before us called the Unband. And these guys were legendary. I mean, they would open a beer, they'd walk on, take a big drink, fill the rest up with vodka, and then go out and play their show. And then they would get everybody kind of pissed off because they were the Unband, right? So they were like not very Anthraxy.
Yeah.
And then we come out and people were pissed off. So we got this thing together where we would play the show with no space between songs. Because if there was any space, it was like, get the fuck off the stage. It really was. And
God.
so it was a bit of a christening, but it was really good experience because after that we kept doing tours with Seven Dust and all these other like pretty hard bands and things, and we had this thing down that we did, and it was our thing, and we just played straight through, and it was like our sets were short anyway, they were 30-40 minutes, and so we would just hammer through like a freight train, and it was its own thing rather than doing the stereotypical thing of like playing a song, thanking everybody, talking about the song, maybe making everybody hug a little bit. We were just like, we're in this, let's go. And we would just jump down this hole and just bang every single thing on the way down and then land like that and get off stage.
Go big and go home.
Yep.